Welcome into Terrier Vision, joined alongside freshman middle Colleen Reilly from Marist High School in the Chicago area. Colleen, thanks for taking some time and joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So all the way from Chicago, I guess the first thing I'll ask you is what's something kind of interesting about living in the upstate of South Carolina, maybe something interesting that's happened to you that was unique from or different from anything you've experienced in Chicago?
I just have to say that people here are a lot nicer, I think. People randomly at the store will ask, like, how's your day going? If they see that you have a Wofford volleyball shirt on, they'll ask you about it. So it's really cool. Everyone's super friendly here, super open. So it's definitely different than the city.
All right, we'll get into a couple of your highlights from this season. First time we've gotten a chance to talk with you, we're about midway through, but you've had a couple of, you've had more than a couple of good matches, but one in particular, it was your third collegiate match when the team was at the Georgia tournament against High Point, where you had 9 blocks in a match, which is very good. And around this program, it ranks 10th in school history for blocks in a match, which I'm sure you may not have known until afterward. But so how is that for you? Your third match, getting 9 blocks against High Point, and then finding out where that ranked in school history?
I honestly was so excited and surprised when I found out. I think it's a really cool opportunity, getting to get on the floor as a freshman and everything. So I was super excited to hear about it, hoping to top that even this season. So I was, just super excited and still striving to do better, and keep improving. So that's pretty cool.
The most blocks in a match by a Terrier since 2011 too. So very impressive. And then you had another highlight. The team was at the tournament in South Carolina, won the first 2 matches against Charleston Southern and East Carolina, and then set up a de facto championship match between Wofford and South Carolina to close it out. And you were quite impressive again in that match. 9 kills, hit 318 against South Carolina. So what's it been like for you, not only playing well, but playing well and playing teams like South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia on your schedule?
I think it's so exciting to get to play that kind of competitive volleyball, against those SEC teams or higher competition teams. I think it's a great opportunity for our team to know how good we are, how well we can compete. So it's really exciting. I mean, obviously those games were super hyped up in their home gyms. So I think it's a great opportunity for us to learn how we play, to grow, see what we're up against, and then take that, transfer it over to conference.
Now, as a middle, I know you work quite closely with the other middles on the team. Danny Densford is one, Liz Booterbaugh another. What's the dynamic like working, maybe for people at home that don't understand volleyball as well, as a middle hitter, middle blocker? What's kind of the most challenging part about coming into a new team and working with middles that you haven't worked with before?
I think it's just you have to get to know the other players and how they play, and then especially the upperclassmen that we have right now, it's been so easy to come in, and they've been so helpful in practice and everything, and helping you, constructive criticism, I guess. So it's been really cool because they've been really helpful and open-minded and welcoming. But yeah, I mean, middle's a tough job, blocking and everything. You're all over the court. But I think the other players on the court make it really easy in helping you out and everything. So.
And the person who sets you the ball 99% of the time, Molly Mayo, we mentioned you went to Marist High School in Chicago, the same high school as Molly, who's 1 class older than you. She's a sophomore. But you played with Molly in high school, and I'm guessing sort of found out about Wofford through Molly. Why don't you talk about that, if knowing Molly influenced your decision to come to Wofford at all, or how that happened?
Yeah, Molly and I did play together in high school. We were kind of like a golden duo, I guess. We just had it down. I knew about Wofford from her and when she committed and everything. And it was really cool getting recruited here because I know Molly's such a stud player. So I knew that wherever she was going, it was obviously a good program and she wasn't going to settle. So it was pretty cool knowing that a good program like that was recruiting me. And it's definitely a comfort having someone from home. So when we get to go back and all that, just having a piece of Chicago with me, I guess. So yeah, it's really cool having her here. We're getting the duo back.
And on the academic side of things, have you thought about, I know you're a freshman, you don't have to declare a major until you're a junior, but do you know an area of study that you have a particular interest in?
Um, I do make up my mind a lot. So right now I'm thinking I want to double or possibly triple major with Spanish because I already have hours towards that major. So I think that it could be possible to do a triple major. I don't know what else exactly. Maybe business, maybe psychology. We're kind of up in the air right now.
Have you taken any classes so far, a month into the academic year or 2 months in, that have kind of maybe been more interesting than you thought they would be at first?
I really love my Spanish class. It's really cool. We get to do community service. Every week we do an hour. So I think that's really interesting because I'm interested in learning about Spanish culture. But overall, I really like the school. All my classes are very interesting. So.
All right, Colleen. Well, we appreciate you taking the time, and good luck the rest of the season and the rest of your Terrier career.
All right. Thank you.